Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Vechain. Once again, thank you for your continued support across the channel here. Everything you do, sharing is caring. I really do appreciate all the comments, the likes, shares, everything. Thank you. Right, I'm going to dive into the video right now. You can see that Vechain is breaking our key level of support, which we've targeted in the channel just here. On the 4-hourly time frame, it's having a bit of a wick down. Do you see this? So if it does lose this particular level here, which it is starting to, you can see it's bounced on it a few times, but it is breaking down. You can't shy away from that. It doesn't mean it's crashing and going to zero, okay? I want to reassure you of that. All it means it's potentially carrying out that fourth wave of Elliott wave theory, okay, where it's a relatively deep correction just here. So what I'll do, I'll zoom out on a weekly time frame so I can explain it to you again. For those of you who are not aware, we are anticipating this particular setup for Vechain. So we've got the Elliott wave theory here, the first wave, the second corrective wave, the large third wave, and now we're potentially looking at that fourth corrective wave. Now, what I am anticipating here for Vechain is potentially coming back down. It's not financial advice, okay? It's just something that is a potential. If we've topped out here on the third wave and we start to do pullback, then I would anticipate a pullback towards this 20 EMA and get a kiss off it before we do actually march on that fifth wave on that over that extended top there, which would actually see you break the all-time high for Vechain just there and go up towards that $1.50 mark before you get the ABC correction. Okay, so basically what we're saying is, you know, I think that what Vechain might be looking for here, if it was to roll over and come back and form a deeper correction, then do anticipate it drawing back down here to sort of allowing this 20 EMA to creep up, because you can see what it did here. When it went up, it rolled over, started to correct, and it just sort of consolidatingly corrected. You see that? Just, it didn't necessarily crash and fall through the EMAs. It was supported by the EMAs, but the EMA started to curl around, and you can see this EMA is slowly creeping up. In the next week or so, this will be up here and it'll start to curl around, and you may see it come down and get a retest off that, which will be absolutely amazing and a fantastic opportunity to get involved in Vechain if you're not actually involved. Okay, not financial advice, but it looks at the moment like that's what it may be looking to do, carry out that fourth corrective wave on Elliott wave theory. But this is crypto and it's so volatile and absolutely anything can happen, okay? But what we've got is the anomaly of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trying to correct, isn't it? It's trying to come down. And you can see right at this moment, it is kind of losing this base level of support. And our target for that, obviously, you may see a bounce off this 55 EMA. But once it does lose support and back test it as resistance, because you may see it sort of come down and come back up and hit something, you think, what's it hit there? It will be this level here of support that it found, and it's now finding it as resistance, because that's what happens. Support turns into resistance and resistance turns into support on the way up. So if it does do that and starts to roll over, that's your target there, okay? So that's a place where I would personally set some bids in, because I think that if it did come down today, you would see it come down and you would see it bounce, okay? Because this is the support level of this particular double M top correction. This is the larger correction. You see this particularly larger correction when we went up and we formed this double top originally. This was the support base there. If you do lose that, then you're looking at that rather large correction there, which I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm not saying it is going to happen, but you have to be aware of everything in this channel, okay? And that's what I do. I would deliver you a level of transparency and tell you where your price predictions are, you know, your levels of resistance, and where your key levels of support are that you can't afford to lose. So must stipulate, if you start to see Vechain close below that consistently, and it said back on it as resistance, then you would be looking at it carrying out that correction down to there, okay? So that's a fantastic short opportunity in itself. If it was to sort of go from here right now down to there, that's a whopping 33% short trade. I'm not telling you what to do, it's just making you aware of everything that's possible in the channel, okay? So that, in my opinion, if it did do this that we're targeting here in the channel, lose these key level support and come down here, that would be a very large wave 4 correction and potentially bring you back down to that daily, that weekly 20 EMA there and get that kiss and before continuation. But you know how strong Vechain is. It's really, really strong. So potentially what you've got on the cards is a level of consolidation where you don't lose this key level of support. Okay, you potentially come down and test this key level of support right now, okay, which is this key level of support. So you come down, you start to lose EMAs, you bounce on it, you start bouncing up, you're just going to go sideways and into some chop consolidation range, pretty much like what you did here on this last consolidation range when it got a little bit overextended and rolled over. You sort of just went sideways. You remember this, we spoke about this numerous times, and you started to form this sort of horizontal ascending triangle, so to speak. We started trading in this range. Okay, do you remember that? And then we had our breakout target from here, and when it broke out, our target were met, and that was a beautiful trade for those of you in the channel from the beginning there. That was perfect, you know, and it could start to do something like that, because at the moment you can see it is still making these high lows at the moment. So do anticipate that. You've got to anticipate everything in this channel, okay? This is crypto, it's so volatile. Not got a crystal ball, but we'll always tell you how we see it. Potentially, I do anticipate that Vechain will start to do something like this, sideways. Do not lose that support. If it does, it's coming down to that level, and that's a fantastic short opportunity. If it does start to lose that support, you could be looking at a whopping 25% short trade there for Vechain. That would be a very large correction. So that's basically Vechain. At the moment, you can see it is kind of lost this key level here, right? And it is coming down. You can see it's almost bounced and wicked off this 55. Again, you will see that. You will see that with a lot of cryptos. They bounce off there and come back up, and then they hit the head, because what happens if the longer they hit the head on this 20 here, the more they get forced down, okay? And what you're going to start doing is this EMA retest, okay? And what we need to see is the EMA retest where it slingshots, just like this. And what it does, it slingshots the price over its shoulder, just like it did down here in this consolidation range. Wait, I'll get rid of that so you can see. Where it rolls over, looks bad, it's like you're collapsing, but you found a level of support, which was a previous swing low, starts to creep back up, drags the EMAs with it, you get the slingshot. Do you see this? When the EMAs come together, because if they start to cross, you get the bearish cross, and that's a very bearish thing, especially on a Friday, because it just contributes to your downtrend and pushes you down because you're constantly under resistance. So you need to see Vechain obviously get back above the 20 to do that repel right there. So outlook, consolidation. Don't lose support. Don't lose that support, because then you would be looking at a rather larger correction for Vechain right there. So yeah, that's Vechain. I'll always keep you updated and tell you the truth. Never lie to you. Never feed you no spiel. But it is still bullish. I'm not going to lie to you. If we zoom out on the daily time frame here, you can see just how bullish it actually is. Mega bullish. Look at that on the look at that on the daily where the 20 is. And like I said to you, the more time goes on, okay, look where the daily 20 is. It's creeping up, and look, you're literally asking for a kiss off it, a retest of support before you start to march on. And that hopefully doesn't get any deeper than that, because if it does get deeper than that, you are going to come down to this 55. Do you see that? And you have bounced off the 55 numerous times here. You've actually lost 55 and you've still been in an uptrend. So anything is possible there. But so far, holding support, doing really, really well. And I don't see a complete collapse for Vechain. No, I just see a level of consolidation and retesting, backtesting support there before continuation. So that's Vechain. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay strong, stay safe, and obviously do anticipate as it falls back on support to put cheeky little bids on, because you will see bounces there, okay? Take care, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with another Vechain update. Bye-bye.